coming with a word. Powerful word, guys. Powerful word. It's not so much related to cancer, but it's related to my life, you know. I'm someone who lives by testimony. That's my mantra. It happens, I say. So if you're those believers of close your mouth, don't say on the internet, they're bad people. Something happened to me yesterday. Yesterday we got mail, but before I continue, let me introduce myself. And so my name is Diana. Social media name is Candid Diana. I'm a breast cancer thriver. So this hotel reached out to me and I was not taking them seriously. So this is what they wrote. And I'm doing this for me to encourage you to think about the poor around you. Think about the needy around you. Because when Christ comes on the last day, when the dead shall rise, he will say, I am that person who did not have clothes and you ignored me. I am that person who wanted food, who really needed food, and you threw food away. So this guy wrote to me and said, hi sister, we need to talk soonest. Then he says, things are now set. Let's agree how they get to your side. I kept my promise. I had to tell you big thanks for introducing. Iko kachai as briefed. That means there is tea. And I ignored, I was quiet. Then he says, pushing me, let's close the plan. I'm like, what plan? Then I'm like, okay, what is this? Can you tell me what it is? Then he says, let's talk. Then he called me, I don't pick. And then he writes, we can do 25, 50 for the parties. So I'm asking, what is this guy talking about? I'm still ignoring him. Then we get to December 31st. Then he says, you are silent for too long. Respond. Still waiting for your guide on how to collect your gift, your thank you note. Call me. What's up? We close the matter. Kindly. When you give, God is begging to give you back. Then I say to him, I don't understand that gift. Explain it first. Because I'm not understanding it. Then he says, where? The way Kenyans like saying, where? Cash. He says, cash. Cash on a ration. As had promised in future. Ama unataka Jameson. What's Jameson? I think Jameson is alcohol. I don't know. I don't take alcohol. And then I say, ooh, okay. Then I give my M-Pesa number. M-Pesa is a transactional number in Kenya. Then he says, okay. Then he writes, but soon, 100,000 will hit your account. I'm like, guys, this message came on December 31st. December 31st. When we were welcoming the new year. This person is telling me out of nowhere, I am broke. I have not worked the whole of December because we are moving to Oklahoma. So we are in Oklahoma. It's December 31st. I am looking at space. I have mission work in Kenya, but I don't have money. I have an event that should be happening in a region in Kenya, but I don't have money because I have not cooked for that month. And then 100K will hit your account. I'm like, 100K? And I'm still thinking this is a joke. Then, let me scroll down to the day he sent the money, and I knew this was serious. He sent the money on January Which date was this? Was it still December 30? It's still December 31st, by the way. He actually sends it on December 31st. 100,000 hit my account. 100,000 is about $950 or $900. Just like that. Guys, just like that. How can I show? You can see a lot of light. Why am I sharing? I'm not sharing for you to feel, oh, I got lots of money. Do you know I did not use that money? It got to me and immediately I sent it back on mission work. God brought it again and I say, God, you know what? It is still going back to your people. And I did mission work with it. All of it. It got to my phone and I sent it. And I was so happy. It helped us to print t-shirts. It helped us to make roll-up banners. It helped us to buy food for women that were going to be taught about cervical cancer for January. January was Cervical Cancer Awareness Month. Give and it will come back to you. Now guess what? I think God was just looking at me in heaven and saying, this child, a woman after my own heart. Yes, I am a woman after God's own heart. Then yesterday, guys, I am traveling to Kenya for my brother's wedding, by the way, in about 3 weeks. And I'm putting things together and I'm thinking about my mom. And I'm like, I need to do something for my mom. And I'm not going to say this secret. I'm not going to say it. But there's all the plane ticket costing over $3,000. There's traveling to Burundi. And by the way, you guys, I will be going live so you can see Burundi. And I've never been to Burundi, but I will show you guys Burundi and we will tour that place. But then, I'm like, God, I'm trying to do things to talk about pain to purpose, to do all these things, to get my mom something that's going to be a big surprise to her, something she has wanted for so long. But God, all these finances are not matching up. And then yesterday, guys, we received mail. Guys, so my husband went to Houston and he got mail from our Houston address and he brought it. So he came with lots of envelopes. And he had an envelope for me. I will not tell you from which money transfer. From a money transfer app. From a money transfer app, guys. So we received mail. And guys, this is how the mail reads. Dear Diana C. Award, thank you for being a Dash customer. Our customers are our top priority and we hope to provide you with the best experience. Mail, it was just a letter written to me. During a recent review of your account, we determined that one or more of your transfers was not delivered. One or more. I'm like, I've never delivered money which was, I've never sent money which was never delivered. I'm that person who sends and I make sure there is receipt. And I make sure my recipient confirms. So, it goes on and says, we apologize for the inconvenience. And this letter is dated, February 29th. We apologize for the inconvenience. We are refunding you the full amount sent plus fees, if any, collected on your transfer. Listen to this, guys. Listen to this. We are enclosing a refund check in the amount of $2,020.88. The check is valid for 90 days from the issue date. So please deposit it as soon as possible. Guys, you should have seen me yesterday. I did not even want to go to the bank. I made sure I deposited this thing. I cut it quickly and I deposited it from my phone. And then my husband and I, we had to be looking to our apps for sending money. We are like, when was it that I sent money? These apps, there is no app that can accept over $2,000. Where did this money come from? Where did this money come from? I don't know where it came from. I don't know. $2,020. If you have any questions, please contact our helpline for support or send us an email, including the reference number provided below, so that we can assist you with your questions. Thank you again for using Dash. Reference number, blah, blah, blah. Why am I sharing this? I have never wanted to share anything regarding anything personal, but this is not personal. This is not personal. This is the hand of God. Please, do not sit on your blessings. Do not sit on your blessings. Do not, you can enjoy, you can work. You can work and get everything you want in life, everything you desire. However, if you can spare something to help a needy person, if you can spare something to help the hungry, if you can spare something to help the sick, this year alone, it's just March, and I'm already talking of $3,000, which just came like that. Please, guys, you know me very well. I'm a woman of testimony. I don't sit on my testimony. And if the year has begun like this, I just can't wait for what the whole entire, how many more months? 9 more months have in store for me? I can't wait. So please, give and it will come back to you. Give and it will come back to you. Now, someone asked me when I was studying, and I said, I'm not going to interrupt. I have to talk about my testimony before I answer any questions. I think someone asked me, how is it that you're strong, or how do you manage to be happy or something? Someone has asked me that question before. And I'm like, why should I not be happy? Why should I not be happy? I think happiness is free. Joy is free. And if you're always sad, where will all that sadness take you to? If God has given me the breath of life and I wake up in the morning, why should I be sad? Why should I be sad? I don't want sadness in my life. I do everything possible to be happy. Because when I have a reason to be sad, it better be a good reason. Because if it is about rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say rejoice. Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say rejoice. I just love God so much. I love God so much. And every day I just want to encourage people. Somebody asked me, are you going to have reconstruction? And my answer is no. My answer to that question is no. Why should I? Is there anything that I lack? I don't see anything that I lack. If you look at me, do I look like I lack something? Do I lack something? It is only worldly people who get involved with worldly pleasures that think I lack something. You look at me and you think I lack breast, right? What is the use of breast? What is the use of breast when it is going to kill you? Thanks. What is the use of breast when it's going to kill you? Why do you hold on to something so valueless? Why do we hold on to things that are so valueless? I had my 3 beautiful babies. They breastfed. Science says if you breastfeed your children, likeliness of you getting cancer is not crap. You breastfeed, breast cancer may still come. Right? And so if it came, and it was early, but I didn't want to keep the breast anymore. I just wanted to get rid of it. And you can see I'm so happy every day. Someone who, if I choose to have breasts today, I will go into surgery tomorrow, because now I think going 2020, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going 4 years. So I'm left with, if I get to November this year, I'll be left with 6 years to change my mind, because I was given a number of years to change my mind, 10 years. So that if I decide, you know what, now I want breast, put for me the breast. Then they will come and put for me breast. You too, Cheryl, yes, they give us time. And as they're counting, I'm also counting. I don't want it. You know, I will not mention the name, but there's a celebrity that passed away in Nigeria. And I followed his story because I used to watch him. In my yesteryears, I used to watch him. He used to make me laugh. And I don't know whatever it is that was on his leg. And there are many things that when you get them, and this is to create awareness. I don't want to mention any name, but I'm here to create awareness. If you go to the hospital and you're told certain conditions, you're told either cancer or gangrene, or there's so many conditions that will lead to that body part being cut. And when that person was still alive, I will not say whether a woman or a man, but when that person was still alive, but that part of the body was sick, that person was pleading for help so that money is raised quickly to treat, so that they don't cut the leg. Guys, my family, my friends, we are all family. We are all descendants of Adam and Eve. When you're faced with decisions of, hey, this thing may go up, this thing may spread, please, we may be forced to cut, immediately tell the doctors, cut. Cut. Please, don't waste time raising funds, because the condition is not waiting for you to raise funds. The condition is not saying, okay, they're raising funds, let us stop spreading. Let us wait. The moment they raise that fund and they reach to where they want, we continue spreading. Guys. The things that you can lose but you can still live, those are things you can do away with. When you lose your leg, you can get leg prosthetics. You can get wheelchair. When you lose your breast, you can replace them. When you lose your arm, you can get prosthetics. But you cannot lose your head. But you cannot lose your lungs. There are body parts that are easy to lose that when you're told, please, stop arguing, stop wasting time, stop telling doctors, wait, let me raise fund. So that person ended up dying. Because let me tell you, by the time you raise those funds and get the amount you're raising, they may amputate. But whatever cells that were spreading may have already gone to a place where they were not supposed to go. My late grandmother, my maternal grandmother, had gangrene. Like her feet were turning green and she was in a lot of pain. I'm telling you, a lot. I remember my grandma crawling on the floor and crying. I was with her crying. No pain medicine could help grandma. And initially, the doctors wanted to amputate her feet from the knee. But within a short span, when they take her to the hospital, they find that no, we cannot amputate at the knee. It has gone past the knee. So they ended up taking it from right here. That's where they cut. And it had not gone up. So she was okay. She lived for several more years. But she passed away. And it wasn't even a long wait. Cheryl, it wasn't a long wait. It was climbing like no one's business. So guys, let us be people who don't exalt so much body parts, external body parts that can be done away with because you feel that you will look abnormal or that people will laugh at you or that people will look at you strangely. No. When you stop caring about what people think and you care about what you think in line with agreement with God, then you will live a very comfortable life. Very comfortable life. The person who asked me, will you have reconstruction? And I go back to, what are the uses of breast? What are the roles of breast, by the way? We are all adults. Tell me the roles of breasts. The first one, and the only one that I think I know, it is a mammary gland. Yes, feces drenching. You are right. Never live for people, rather align your emotions to God and celebrate and rejoice. That's my brother. That's it. That's it. Never live for people. And in fact, you see my profile when people come there to insult me, I deal with them. Because I'm there to lift the spirits of people who may not also be having breasts, or who may not be having hands, or who may not be having legs. They just need encouragement from people like us who are just born with spirits that are carefree. You know, I was just born like that. I enjoy whatever energy is around me. That's what's there for me to enjoy. I don't find joy in a lot of fanciness. I find joy in the breath of fresh air. I find joy in waking up in the morning. I find joy in just imagining how much God loves me. I find joy in the fact that I'm alive. Thanks, Sherry. There are people who, and I know Sherry and some other cancer survivors or thrivers will attest to this. There's sometimes that when we watch news and we see that someone has died of cancer, there's something inside us that click. We feel guilty. Or let me say I feel guilty. I feel guilty. And I find myself saying, oh no, they died and I'm still here. And I feel like I've done something wrong. I feel like God is unfair, like someone just left and I'm still here. Or even it becomes someone who was diagnosed maybe a year after me or 2 years after me, but they've already gone ahead and I'm still here. There's something it does to my heart that some other people can relate.